If you're looking to change your life, look no further because you are already looking at how you can change your life. And it's crazy because it's almost 2026 again. And it's December already. It's December 7th as I'm recording this, but it's gonna be December 31st, and it's gonna be December 25th, and then it's gonna be January, and then it's gonna be 2026. And it's crazy how things change because literally 1 year ago, around this time in December, I was in Dubai with a complete different mindset, with a complete different identity than I have now. I had a complete different way of thinking, different way of living, different way of looking at life. And I don't mean that with anything crazy like I was partying or some hedonistic bullshit. I never did that. No, fan of it. But more so in terms of how you need to be as a person, how grounded I have become, how much I have changed. And for you to change, and I want to start off with this because I will go more into it, but the most important thing that I want you to take away from this video, I want to say it already before you click off because attention spans are fucked nowadays. For you to change, you have to change. For your situation to change, you have to change. For your life to change, you have to change. For your environment to change, you have to change. For other people to change, you have to change. For your world to change, you have to change. As simple as that. If there's one thing I want you to take away from that video, it's these 10 seconds. That's it. It sounds a bit easier said than done. Change. Because all of us have bad habits. All of us have vices. All of us do stuff that we shouldn't do. All of us indulge in things we shouldn't indulge in. All of us like watching that Netflix show. All of us like eating a little bit here. Some of us like drinking some beer and whatever, getting a little bit drunk on the weekends, partying. Some of us like whatever, just going doing some dumb shit with your friends, whatever you like, right? If you want a different life, if you can envision a different life when you close your eyes, if you can envision already a different car in your hands when you're driving behind that wheel, if you can envision yourself being in a different country, if you can envision yourself being in a different house, being in a house where you have a pool, house where you have a huge garden, house where you have beautiful view, right? If you can envision all of these things, I want you to also envision the person that you are at that point, right? Because if you are the person that has the villa, that has a huge mansion on the Palm in Dubai with a pool and the fucking front yard that's connected to the water, or backyard that's connected to the water, would you continue in the ways that you are continuing now? Would you do the things you are doing now as that person? Would that person sit there and just eat chips, drink beer, watch some Netflix throughout the fucking day? Would that person sit there at 1 to 2 p.m. where he should be working or be in the gym or do something productive to be able to uphold his lifestyle? Would he be on TikTok, or would he be on YouTube, or would he be on Twitter, or would he be on Instagram? Think about it. Would he? Right? You know the answer. I know the answer too. But think about it. Right? If the answer is no, he wouldn't be doing those things. Then if you want to become that person, why are you doing those things? Or even if you don't even want to go that far, if it's envisioning the person that you are, you just have a decent apartment in the country you are in, you just left your 9 to 5 job, you have the freedom you want because of the work you do and everything, right? Would that person, after he's done with work, after he's done with everything, spend his time on Netflix, on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, Instagram, wasting his time away, or going to dates with girls he can't really afford, or going to parties with his friends where he drinks, and the day after he's hangover, which he can't really do, and then the Monday comes again and he despises it again? Would he be doing all of those things? The person that doesn't have 9 to 5, the person that is working for himself, right? Would he be doing all those things? No, he would not. So why are you? Why are you not changing your life if you want your life to be changed? And the easiest way to change your life comes by changing yourself, by changing your identity. Think about it. If you are someone that's addicted to drinking, let's say, easy example. If you were just addicted to drinking and you tell yourself, I don't drink anymore. That's it. You just don't drink anymore. That's your identity. If you can change your identity in every single way that you are possibly thinking of right now, watching this video, your life will change. I thought this stuff to myself. I thought to myself, I'll show my screen time on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, go follow me there. It's basically my first name, last name, Burak Armanda. But I have a screen time of a total of 2 hours every single day. And this is, by the way, with making content, with posting videos on Instagram, with making all the stories that I do. I post like 30 fucking stories a day. And then with posting the YouTube videos, with posting the TikTok videos and the Instagram shorts and reels, whatever, all of these things. All of those combined together. And also, most importantly, with WhatsApp and Google Maps when I have to go somewhere, right? 2 hours. Because I know I have the identity of a person that doesn't mindlessly scroll, that doesn't mindlessly do stuff which he is not actively thinking about, because he knows if he does not actively think, he will fall into subconscious thinking where you just search for dopamine. And then that leads down a rabbit hole. From there on, you're gonna go eat chips. So from chips, you're gonna go on to do some dumb shit. And then you're gonna go watch some more Netflix during the day. And then you're gonna ruin your whole fucking day. And then you're gonna ruin your week. And then you're going to ruin your month. And then you're going to ruin another year yet again. Because 2026 is just around the corner. You don't wanna do the same shit you've been doing this whole entire year in 2026. And if you don't wanna do that, you have to change as a person. It's a hard thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do. But again, life is not easy. Welcome. So, if you genuinely want your life to change this 2026, take a pen, take a paper, write down what your ideal self would do. Make a hero version of yourself. Make a ultimate version of yourself. Make the super version of yourself. Make the, I don't know, fucking worthy version of yourself. Or make the dream version of yourself. Make the person you want to be. And then write every single thing down that you want to be. And write it down in a way where you already are. That sounds stupid, but if you say, for example, I don't drink. If you write that down, if you're fucking, I don't know, if you're an alcoholic, right? If you're addicted to alcohol and you just write down, I don't drink, right? If you read that to yourself every fucking day of 2026, I bet you there's going to be lots of times where you're not going to drink. Now, you might fall into it here and there. Sure, could happen. We're human. We make mistakes. We fall into temptation. We fall into our desires. It happens. But I'm sure if you write down, I don't drink, I don't drink, I don't drink every single day, or you write it down once and you read it out loud every single day, I don't drink, I don't scroll, I pray, I'm grateful, I work, I'm purposeful, I do meaningful tasks, I don't blindly do scrolling, I don't blindly follow my desires, I control my desires, I control my emotions. If you talk to you, or if you have written these things down and you read these things every single day, I can assure you by the end of 2026, you're probably not going to be drinking anymore. You're probably going to be in control of your emotions. You're probably not going to be scrolling anymore like a retard. Probably. But hey, you will never know, and I will never know, if you don't actually write it down and read it to yourself every single day. Now, it's not easy to read this to yourself every single day, so make it a habit. Read it to yourself every single day. Because if you're watching this, you're kind of interested in changing your life. At least I hope. And look, I'm not a fucking self-improvement guy or whatever. I'm just someone that I'm just an ecom guy. And the reason why I'm making this shit is because every single year I get it again. And every single year it's the same type of people that are like, yo, bro, I wanna change my life. Like, I've been spending too much on vacations. I've been spending too much on this. I want to start dropshipping. Like, yo, can you help me? Like, I'm really in a bad situation right now. And a lot of the times I think to myself, yeah, you're in a bad situation, but it's all completely up to you. And I would have much rather had that response when I started, because quite frankly, if you have that eye-opening moment where it's like, fuck, it is me. Fuck, I am the one to blame. Fuck, my ego is too high. Fuck, I gotta get humble and just, listen to this guy. If you have that moment, you're gonna get better off of it. And I'm gonna get it again in January. Like, yo, bro, I want to get started with e-com. Like, yo, bro, can you help me? I'm already having some people now that are like telling me, like, yo, I spent too much this year traveling, and I was too many vacations. And here's the thing: it's all in the past. I'm not judging anyone by any means. All I'm just saying is, you make bad choices in life, you're going to end up with bad fucking consequences in life, right? You make the right choice in life, you're gonna end up with good consequences, I hope, in life, right? And the best way to do that is by starting today. Instead of waiting for fucking January 1st for your stupid fucking, what are these even called? My 2026 resolutions. Get out of here, bruv. You're a fucking grown man and you're talking about resolutions. My ass. Get out of here. It's stupid. It's gay. But start today. Write down what you want to do, right? And become the person. And the easiest way I can relate this to ecom. If you want to be someone that consistently does the work every single day, write it down so specific as you can. I do 30 minutes of product research every single day instead of doom scrolling. I launch 3 products every single day. I make 15 creatives every single day, right? Or I do competitor research for 20 minutes every single day. Start small. Later on, make it big. I do 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, however hours you need, right? And then write it down. I run a 100K a month dropshipping business. I run a 50K a month dropshipping business. Now, if you don't know how to start yet, if you don't know what the fuck to do, get help by someone. Maybe me, if you want to. Otherwise, don't need to. Whatever the fuck you don't. I've got nothing to sell you. Not trying to sell you anything. But all I'm trying to say is, you need someone to hold you accountable if you can't keep yourself accountable, right? Tell someone you're going to do what you're going to do and actually go out there and do it. Do the product research. Find the products. Launch them on your store. Make the creative. Scale them up, right? Find your first employee. Find your first customer support worker, right? Get your thank you cards ready. Get the different packaging for your products. Get a supplier that's going to be able to keep stock inside of the warehouse for you. Get everything going until Chinese New Year is going to come and Valentine's Day is going to come, and before you get fucked over, right? Make sure you're going to be handling those disputes. Make sure you're going to be handling this. Make sure you're going to be handling those, right? The only way to do that is to be the person that does it. Because if you're the person that does these things every single day, you're going to be who you want to be, which is your ultimate version. So write that shit out, become that person, and stop with this 2026 resolutions. Please, bruv, like, come on, change your life for once. Like, genuinely, you've been saying it every single year. This is my year. 2026 is my year. You're gonna see so many quotes this year too. Like, 2026 is gonna be crazy. Oh, we're gonna run up a bag at 2026. The fuck out of here, bruv. What the fuck were you doing 2025? Every year the same shit. It's just this motivational bullshit. Again, become the person. You don't need motivation because you are a person that does XYZ every single day. You don't need motivation to do XYZ because you already do it. Get it? I don't know if I can bring that across any better, but that's the best way I can explain how you don't need motivation to be able to change your life, by changing your identity, by changing yourself. Hope you guys actually understand the way I'm trying to say that, right? And hope you apply it in your life. What else can I say? So